Hello, welcome to EasyWith Overseas Product class. Today, I'm going to introduce an online smart lock L02S. So the content today is relatively concise, so which can help you understand this product in a very short time. So around this product, I will introduce it from two parts. The first part is the appearance introduction, and the second part is about the main selling points and basic features introduction. So let's go straight to the first part. This is the appearance of the L02S. Actually, the L02S looks exactly the same as L2, right? Very integrated. It is composed of two parts, the front panel and the rear panel. The front panel is generally installed outside the door, and the rear panel is installed inside the door. Okay? Then this is the A3, which included within the L02S package. Okay, and this is the function key, which is used to do the Wi-Fi configuration, add or delete the device, even clear the alarm. And it has one circle of LED ring around it, and this is the speaker. And on the back of it, you can see a network port. So for A3, it supports network cable connection and also support 2.4G Wi-Fi connection. And next to it, there is a power port and a reset hole. And this is the dimensions of the L02S, and this is dimensions for the A3. Then this is the box contents, including the front panel, rear panel, and some accessories. Even the A3 is included within the package. Okay. Then let's go to the second part to look at the detailed features introduction. First of all, the L02S is our first online smart lock in the overseas market. So its biggest feature is that it comes with a Zigbee gateway, which can support remote control. It connects to the router through the A3 gateway, then added to the EasyWith app. We can manage users and electronic keys through the EasyWith app. And it can also support the temporary password function. So if someone needs to obtain the door opening authority to enter temporarily, then our app can remotely issue the temporary password to the user. And any door opening record can be seen on the EasyWith app. And also, this device supports the security mode function. Once enabled, the people outside the door cannot use any electronic keys to open the door. Only the mechanical keys or the people inside the door to actively open it. Finally, you may be curious, does our lock support EasyWith app to open the door remotely? Because this function is indeed very convenient, right? I'm very pleased to tell you here that our L02S currently supports the linkage with the door viewer DP2, DP2C, and body camera S3C. So with this linkage function, the user can confirm the identity of the visitors through the camera first, and then use the app authorization to open the door. Of course, the L02S linkage door opening function will be gradually open to other IP cameras and other devices. So let's keep looking forward to it. And the above is the biggest differences between the online smart lock L02S and standalone smart lock L2. The remaining functions are common features of these two devices. For example, they all support the 4 kinds of unlocking methods, and they all got the built-in electronic doorbell button, and the support anti-tamper alarm function, low battery warning signal, and even the emergency power supply. Yeah. So next, let's take a detailed look at the introduction of the L02S. First of all, let's take a look at its biggest highlight, which supports temporary password to open the door. So if there are visitors at home who need a temporary visit, but you're not at home, for example, you have made an appointment for the cleaning lady to come to clean the house at 10 o'clock a.m. At this time, you can use the mobile app to remotely generate a temporary password for her, which is 5 digits. And after the temporary password is generated, the system will send the password to the email address or phone number you used to register the EasyWith account. Then you can forward the password to the cleaning lady. Actually, you can set up to 3 door opening passwords on the app at the same time. And also, we can set the valid time of this password on the EasyWith app, which is adjustable from 50 minutes to 3 days. And the number of the times the door is opened can also be set to once or forever. And some users may prefer DIY and want to know whether our temporary password can be customized. The answer is no. Currently, our temporary password is automatically generated by the system, so it cannot be changed. Okay? The second highlight is that it can realize key management. We all know that our lock can support up to 50 groups of fingerprints, password, or cards, right? So with so many electronic keys, how to distinguish them? Don't worry, we have electronic key renaming function in the EaseWiz app. With this, you can easily realize the visual management of these keys. Very convenient. At the same time, we can also set the validity period of the corresponding door opening method and user attributes, whether it is an administrator or an ordinary user. And an additional point that needs to be mentioned here that we can only manage electronic keys that has been already entered and cannot directly implement the add operation on the app. If you want to add a new card, password, or fingerprint, you still need to go to the device to complete this operation, okay? Then, its third highlight is that it has a security mode function. So with this function, people outside the door cannot use electronic keys such as fingerprint, password, or cards to open the door, unless the mechanical keys or people inside the door to actively open it. And in fact, the realization of this function requires two steps. First, the people need to unlock the door from inside. That is, lock the anti-lock knob, then enable the privacy mode here. After these two steps are all completed, the effect we explained above can be achieved. And as you can see below, it also supports you to set a time period for safe mode. For example, if the users wishes not to be disturbed by anyone from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. the next day, he can just customize such a time period. Then the device will automatically turn on and off the privacy mode switch at regular intervals every day. And again, the activation of this safe mode effect must be doubled operation of the locking the anti-lock knob and switching the privacy mode here, okay? Otherwise, there is no way to achieve the effect that the electronic keys cannot use to open the door outside the door, okay? If you only turn on the anti-lock knob and don't turn on the privacy mode, you can still use the fingerprint, password, card, and to open the door normally. And this design is mainly to prevent safety issues caused by children locking themselves inside the door. So with the software integration, we no longer have to worry about children being locked at home and adults unable to open the door. And this is also the meaning of the existence of smart home, trying to avoid all potential safety hazards and return users a comfortable and a secure home. The following functions are the general functions of the L2S and L2. They all support 4 kinds of unlocking methods: the fingerprint, card, password, and mechanical keys. And for the password, it supports you to set 6 to 10 digits, and also support to setting up to 20 visual password, scannable code. And it also have the anti-test opening locks function. If someone entered the wrong password 5 times within 5 minutes, then it will be locked for 3 minutes. So within these 3 minutes, any electronic key will not be able to open the door. All of our locks have a built-in doorbell. When someone presses the doorbell button, the lock will sound the doorbell ring immediately. Then L2S has 4 built-in doorbell rings to choose from: the high, medium, low, and mute. It can be adjusted on the EaseWiz app or device body itself. Then there is also an anti-pre-alarm. If someone wanna open the door by force, and our device will issue a strong alarm to scare them away. This is the free handle of our L2S, which can be directly locked when lifted up, very smooth and without extra noise. At the same time, the handle has its own detection function. Once the handle is detected to be pressed down after the verification is successful, the handle will immediately return to the free state, and it can no longer be unlocked by pressing down again, which has the function of preventing someone tailing after you. And there is also a lock switch inside the handle of the rear panel of the door, which can control the lock button here. After the lock switch is turned on, the lock button on the rear handle will pop up so that the door will be opened when people pushing down the lever handle while pressing down the lock button at the same time. Okay, so this function can prevent intruders from using tools to open the door through the peephole, and can also prevent babies or pets from opening the door by mistake. This is the low battery alarm function. Under the normal circumstances, 4 AA batteries can be used for 10 months if you triggered 10 times a day. Then when battery power is lower than 18%, the device will issue a low power alarm. And when the battery is about to run out, every time the keyboard is triggered, the built-in speaker will issue a low power alarm to remind the user to replace the battery as soon as possible. But please don't worry, even if the low battery warning has been triggered, the screen can still be wakened up about 50 to 100 times until it is completely exhausted. So then what should I do if the battery is completely exhausted and the door cannot be opened? So don't panic. Our device also supports emergency power supply function. Just use the micro USB data cable for emergency power supply. And after opening the door, it is necessary to replace the battery as soon as possible. And finally, I will show you the detailed parameters of the L2S. Okay, that's it. That's all about our smart lock L2S introduction. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.